All right. Hello, everyone. I'm super excited. We're here talking about 21 Days Makes a Habit, how to stay on a positive, healthy lifestyle. Melanie Lipps, registered dietitian, is joining us again. Melanie, how are you?
I'm doing well, Suzanne. How are you?
Great. I'm ready for this. I think that there are so many things in life that if we can just, make good habits, our life is so much better, obviously.
Agreed. Yes,
Yeah.
I think it's starting to form those habits. That's the key.
Okay. For everyone that doesn't know you, I'm sorry if you haven't met Melanie yet, you should. Give us a little intro.
I'm a dietitian. I've been in the field for over 20 years. I have a master's in sports nutrition, and I've worked with anyone who's an athlete, to someone who wants to lose weight, to someone who's trying to manage their diabetes. I also teach college classes.
Oh, awesome. We love that. Okay. So we are talking about, basically Pure 21, as everyone knows that's on it, is a 21-day kind of wellness reset. It's a total clean eating program that incorporates exercise. You're familiar with the program, but one of the things is, why is it 21 days? 3 weeks is a good time period to do anything. There's a bunch of different studies, but Harvard says 21 days makes a habit. What do you think about, consistently doing something for 2 to 3 weeks, and then how do we keep this going, really?
And I think that's the key, is that you're starting to form that habit. You're starting to make that lifestyle change, because to me, that's the biggest thing with anything in life, especially this program, is you're creating that lifestyle change. You're trying to move past to what you were doing to make yourself better. And knowing it doesn't just stop at 21 days. The program might, quote unquote, stop, but you don't need to stop.
Right.
Repeat the same week, right? A lot of people I know are going back to week 2, week 3, staying on week 3. And then maybe that's when you start to incorporate exercise.
Yeah, your maintenance of and on any wellness journey, like you don't have to be on Pure 21. What are some changes you can make, just to be more healthy, to really start a wellness journey? What's your some advice there?
I think that's good that you said it's to be healthy. I think that's the key, right? Start simple, start small, be positive. I think that's where a lot of people start to lose track. Well, again, you have something that's bad, stay positive, get right back on that bandwagon and keep going. Don't throw the towel in. Take it one step at a time. Again, you're doing the 5K, you're not doing that marathon.
Right.
Add a glass of water a day. Start increasing that, right? So we're trying to do things. Try a new fruit or vegetable this week. Again,
I like that, yeah.
You might be, I know you're apple, orange, banana type of girl, but next week try strawberries, know?
I love the berries. There's low carbs, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
But I think there's just trying things one at a time to make that change to then becoming a lifestyle.
What about when we're trying, like, say I'm on a workout journey and I haven't worked out in a long time and I'm going to get back into it. How do I get started and kind of, not get burnt out right away?
Put one foot in front of the other. I think people trend to think, oh, I used to do this when I was 18. Well, you're not 18 anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the hardest thing for people, male or female. I think it's just, you don't think about, I can't go back to doing that, but you just have to start walking, start taking steps. You hear so much about aiming for 10,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Start walking. You're at work, get up, take 5 minutes and just walk.
Walk around on that conference call.
Yes.
Stand up. 100%.
And I don't think people think about, you take a break, you're going to the bathroom, go take 10 minutes and walk. And it can be broken down. If you're aiming for 30 minutes a day, right? Because we're ideally aiming for 150 minutes of cardiovascular exercise a week.
And walking counts, right?
It does.
Okay.
It does. So if you can break it down, do 3 bouts of 10 minutes a day.
Right.
When you get to work in the morning, park farther away, spend 10 minutes walking in. Right? Before you've sat all day at work, spend 10 minutes walking before you jump in your car to go home.
Right. Easy tips and easy to incorporate. Just 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. If you can't, you have kids, you're a busy mom, you can't get up and work out, and because you got to get ready for the day, there are ways to do it.
Yes. And I think it's knowing that they are cumulative. They don't have to be in succession.
Okay. So this kind of, everyone commits to the lifestyle change for 21 days. They're in it. And then day 22 hits. I've seen a lot of, well, what do I do now? What now? What's your advice for those people?
Remind yourself you've made that change and you need to keep with it. You don't want to then go back to what you were doing 21 days ago.
What could that do to your body if you do?
you're going to start resetting, in that the lack of bloating and, gas that you have now, you're going to start feeling again when you start incorporating what you used to do, because you've rid your body of so many of those toxins.
Right.
If you start bringing them back in, you're not going to feel good. You're going to be tired. You're going to be lethargic. You're not going to feel great. And you're going to be like, okay, now I know why I started this lifestyle change.
Right.
And I want to continue.
And no one needs that roller coaster. It's not good for you.
No, and that's what got a lot of people at the place they're at right now.
Okay. How important is it to kind of stay on the program, not to really cheat? I hate the word cheat, but like not to cheat on it, not to kind of follow it as best as you can.
I'm with you. I don't like the word cheating either, because there's slip-ups.
Yeah,
They happen.
Sorry, I ate a tortilla chip.
Right, and that's okay. Or sorry, I had a cookie.
Yeah.
Move on. Stay on the program because you
Not
want to
sorry, I ate 20 tortilla chips.
Right.
Yes.
You want to stay on the program. You want to make sure that you're following it so you can get rid of those toxins. You can get that happen. You need to just stay on course, follow that journey, and really try to make sure you're finding that balance, right? And that's the key, finding that balance and moderation in everything that you do.
Okay, so for people that are not on Pure 21, they're just listening to be more healthy, what are some things that we can do diet-wise to increase our nutrition, to, like, you always talk about adding water, adding the fruits and veggies. Are there any other things?
Yeah, not depriving yourself. And I think that kind of goes into what we were talking about, but don't deprive yourself. If you want that cookie, have it, because then if you keep restricting, then you're going to eat that entire sleeve instead of having one or two cookies.
Okay.
So that's a big thing. Moderation and balance. You'll hear me say that time and time again. That is key. You can have things. You love macaroni and cheese, have a portion of it, or have a smaller portion, right?
Yeah.
Like have a smaller portion of it.
There's got to be a healthier way to make macaroni. Isn't there cauliflower mac and cheese?
There is. There's a lot of things that you can do and take it to that next level and make healthier recipes, right? You have to take the baby steps to make the changes, and then find ways to incorporate the foods that you do like. Find ways to make a healthier mac and cheese. Find ways to make healthier nachos. Like there's...
can you tell me about that?
Yes. There's a couple things. I know there's one in the book about apple nachos, but there's also things you can do with like a Triscuit over a tortilla chip.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's so many different ways that you can make it and make it healthy.
That's a good one. I'm a nacho fiend. I love nachos, and I only try to eat them on vacation, but that sometimes doesn't work.
But again, don't deprive yourself.
I know,
have some at times, but really I think that comes back to the thing of finding healthy recipes for those comfort foods that you really enjoy.
That is a very good tip. Okay. In the program, you take out alcohol. Totally. Why? And then why would you take out alcohol? Like, what is the science behind that? What does alcohol do to our system?
So it's kind of like caffeine in the sense of being addictive, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're putting more toxins into our body. So we're putting in more chemicals, more additives, like we're trying to add more of that in. Plus you're also adding in calories that you necessarily don't need. And it doesn't mean that once you're done that you can't go back to not having a glass of wine, because there are studies, right, that will tell you red wine is a good thing for you. You can have some. But the problem is it also then alters what we're thinking. Okay. Right? Or then what we're eating. 'Cause typically with a glass of wine or beer, whatever, or a drink, then you go to the greasier, unhealthy foods. Yep. And then we overeat. We overindulge.
Well, and the wine and the cheese thing, it's just like back to back.
Right. They go in together. But you can have it in moderation.
Right.
Just don't have the whole charcuterie board of the cheese.
Is there a such thing as healthier alcoholic choices? So maybe not the pina colada and the frozen daiquiri, because that's like having a meal.
Right.
Like what would be, so we've made the price to 21 days and we want to have a
glass of wine.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Or you have a mixed drink that only has like a shot in it because you're having that portion.
We gotta watch out for mixers like soda. Right. Better than tonic.
Right. And you have like a tonic water, or you have a seltzer, or you have even bubbly water.
Bubbly water, add a little bit of lemon or lime.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Now we're bartenders.
Right.
Yeah. Tequila, vodka, better than, or not, so it doesn't really matter.
No, I mean, you're looking more at your white liquors, they're going to be less, but I think it's the amount and then what that leads to down the road when you have too many.
Right. Too many. I gotcha. All right. Anything else about how to kind of be successful with this challenge and beyond? When you're trying to do something, maybe your best motivation. I
think it's just try and stay on course in the sense of you've made a lifestyle change, right? Mm-hmm. key is moderation, balance, not depriving yourself, balancing out your meals, making sure you're getting the right foods in, being healthy when you go out to eat. You can still do those things. Look out menus ahead of time. But look for
that is a very good point. Can we talk about that real quick?
Yes. Looking at the menu and making sure you're getting grilled, stir-fried, steamed, baked, not fried. You want to be careful of sauces,
Yeah.
We can be healthy. Oh, I'm going to have a salad out. Well, you have to be careful of what's in the salad. Really, it's that dressing. I will always tell clients, yes, you can have the dressing that they might give you at the restaurant if you want that. Don't let them put it on the back. Get it on the side. Dip your fork in it.
I have before, depending on who I go out to eat with, will sometimes bring my own yogurt dressing, and it's kind of embarrassing. I put it on the side of my purse. I'm like, I hope it doesn't spill. But I've done it. I mean, if you're with friends and family, they're not going to be like, don't do that.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
But you can, even if you love the salad dressing that from what you're eating.
Yeah,
but
don't let them put
side.
it on.
No, they'll put a couple
No, they don't
ladles
care.
on there.
They're not on your wellness journey.
No, they're giving you ladles of that. And that's where, and I think a lot of women get stuck on that. I'm going to have a salad. That's great, but it's the calories that come from that, and to make sure that you have protein on your salad.
Very good. And so what would be great, healthy protein choices at a restaurant?
Grilled chicken, right? Fish that's grilled.
Yep.
You can still have the steak. You can have a little bit of the red meat.
Yeah.
But it's making sure you put that on there and not saying, oh, I can't have any, I'm just going to eat a salad. Well, then you're going to be starving within the hour.
Okay. Remember that old book, Eat This, Not That?
Yes.
Okay, that was really popular. But there were a lot of them of this salad is the same as this cheeseburger.
Correct.
Calorie-wise.
Exactly.
So why don't you just have the cheeseburger if you're going to go all in on that bacon ranch?
Because then you're not going to get the vegetables in.
Yeah. No, but I think that was a wake-up call for people that were looking at that. And then I'm glad they're putting the calories and fat on some of the menus.
It's on a lot of menus. It's on a lot of things when you look online. And I think it is a wake-up call. It makes you more cognizant of it. So I think that's a good thing to look for it. If you're going out to eat, because again, we are a convenience-based society.
Right.
Ask for no bread and butter and oil to be brought out at the beginning.
Right, yeah.
Start with the salad. That's where you can get it without the protein because it's a starter, right? Get a broth-based soup over a cream soup, when you're beginning.
Yeah.
Share a meal with a friend, right? And or ask for a to-go box in the beginning so you take half of it away right away so then you have leftovers. That
is another good tip. Yeah, because they're always the portions are always huge.
They are. And I think you don't think about it. You want to eat it all. Well, then also... people say, I spend too much money going out to eat, but not if you have that for a second or third meal. So then it's going even longer there too.
100%.
Your waist thanks you and your wallet thanks you.
Thanks, waist and wallet. That's all that we need. Melanie, thank you so much. This was so helpful. Anything else you want to add about wellness journey? I mean, this has been great.
No, I think just knowing that you have made that lifestyle change, start small, start simple, stay on track. And you know what? If you get off track, you slip up, that's okay. Keep going along your journey.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I'm using these tips about when I'm going out to eat for sure. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks everybody for listening.
Thank you.